Hmm. Christmas season is here. How is it going for you? Is it all joy or are you experiencing some anxiety? Today, I just want to chat a little bit about what this season does to us as humans. And as you all know, when I talk about these things, I know that it applies to everybody, but since I love to talk with reference to myself, I'm going to focus on single parents. So if you're a single parent out there, I understand that there is a lot of pressure that comes with this holiday season, especially when your kids are still young. And the reason this happens is because we know naturally when growing up, every kid or most kids desire a Christmas present. They want to, hey, how are you celebrating Christmas? Even if you train them at school, at home, not to ask for presents or not to feel like they are entitled to one during this season, it's going to happen when they go to school. They're going to have to answer those questions at school. And that is one of the challenges that, as parents, we have to face because we train our kids at home to be a certain way. But when they go out to the world, especially when the teen and young, they experience friends. They have experiences where friends ask them, hey, what did you have for Christmas? Oh, I got this for Christmas. What did you get for Christmas? And if you do not train your kids in a way that they are able to respond to those questions appropriately, there is a possibility that you're going to have sad kids. And we do not want that. Again, this is a preference thing, but I just wanted to talk about it because I do understand that kids these days, they desire crazy things, right? It's not in our days where all we wished for was to have a Christmas dress. These days, these kids want to have iPads. These kids want to have Oculus. These kids want to have. There is another one. When I asked her, "Hey, what's on your Christmas wish list?" She told me that she wanted AirPods. Another one, like you would. These kids, they are not desiring things that are $20. They are not. Again, this is speaking with light with the kids in the US, but also I think that when it comes to the kids in Cameroon, my home country, and other African countries, or other parts of the world even, these kids, with the exposure that they have, their desires are getting crazy. In my days, all we needed was a Christmas dress and a Christmas shoe. These kids these days don't even care about Christmas dresses, right? They are looking for specific things that they're asking for. But again, as single parents, as I say, it all depends on how you've brought your kids up. There are some parents who prefer their kids not to desire or prefer their kids not to have like a wish list for Christmas or stuff. There are some other parents who say, hey, it's okay for you to want these things, it's okay for you to desire these things, but you need to be careful when you're desiring these things. Be aware that you might not get them, and if you don't get them, you should know that it is okay. And that is where I fall. I am that parent that I do not stop my child from asking me for anything. I let her go wild. But what happens is that decision, what am I going to give it? What am I going to give into? What am I going to give her? I let her do a wish list, like for her birthday, for Christmas. These are the two celebrations that she makes a wish list for. When her birthday is up, she makes a wish list. Oh, mommy, these are the things I would like to have. And when it's Christmas, she's like, these are the things that I would like to have. And I let her do that because it is okay for us to desire stuff. But the lesson behind that is because you have a wish list, it doesn't mean that you're going to get these things. But because I've also understood, she has explained to me the joy of going and looking for these things and putting them in a list or in a slide deck to say, hey, these are the things I would love to have for Christmas. She puts the link in there. So if I were to send you a Christmas list, you can easily just buy the stuff because she has already chosen the size. Again, she loves shoes. She loves things that like specifics, right? And if it is not specific, she will ask you for a gift card. And that is how kids these days are. And it is because I have let her ask. I've let her express what she desires, but I've also made her understand that it is possible that out of those 10 things that you have listed there, you might not get any of them, and that is okay. And she has come to terms with the fact that it is okay for her not to get any of those things, but if I can afford it, I can get her something else. And if I cannot afford it, we'll get something another time. So it all depends on how you have trained your kids, because if you don't do these things, if you don't train them this way, if you don't let them know, understand that yes, it's holiday season, but it's also possible that we might not be getting you that thing that you desire, I think it's going to leave you very anxious. And instead of just celebrating, for Christians, celebrating the birth of Christ, just enjoying the joy of Christmas, you're going to be dealing with a kid that is disappointed at you, and you also will be like, oh, what am I doing wrong? You'll start bothering, you'll be bothered about not being able to afford something for your child. So again, just encouraging you, you have to set the pace for such seasons, because I believe that these seasons come with a lot of anxiety, joy, but of course there is some level of anxiety in there. And it suffices that you are a single parent, you have a ton of things to deal with. And again, I never take that away, because I know that as single parents, you're wearing the hat of two people, and you still want to make your kids happy. At the same time, you're blaming yourself. Are you doing enough? The next minute, so it's just a continuous, like, just keep trying. But my biggest point today is prepare these kids for it. If you're the kind of parent that doesn't want them to even ask for something, that's okay. You just have to prepare them for it, and you have to start young. You have to let them know that, hey, that is not how, like, again, the way you train them is the way they are going to grow. Okay, so if I had started training mine to say, nope, you don't ask me for stuff, if I have something to give you, I'll give you, I bet that she'll be like that today. But because I am a wish list kind of girl, right? My birthday is coming, I make a wish list, I send to my family. I'm like, hey, these are the things that I desire for my birthday, and whatever they can afford out of that, they will get from me. So I think because I'm good with that, I don't mind her doing wish lists, but I also remind her that because it's on that list doesn't mean you're going to get it. Right. So however you're doing it, just prepare. Just know that whatever pace you set is the pace that it's going to take. And if you prepare them, this holiday season will not come with a lot of anxiety for you. You will know that, hey, good, if I can get something for them, for my child, or for many of them, fine, I'll get what I get for them. If I cannot get it, they will understand. So remember, as we are bringing up these kids, the way we bring them is the way they will grow, right? Again, it stays to bring up your child the way they should grow, and when they're older, they will not depart from it. It all boils down to that. The training that we give them will determine how they behave. And remember that outside influence is also going to play an impact, especially for our kids who go out to schools, to churches, they go to different programs. The impact that they have, the experience that they have out there will also impact what they are and who they are today. So I encourage you to give it a shot. Stay blessed, stay calm this season, and know that just like any other season, this is another season. Don't be too hard on yourself. If there are things that you cannot afford for your kids or for yourself or for your home, it is okay. Use what you have, enjoy what you have at the moment, and hey, let's celebrate the coming of Christ. Do not overpressure yourself over things you have no control. Okay, I wish you all the best. Happy holidays to you. I'm looking forward to a restful one. I think that is the most important thing for me this season. I just need to rest, take some time off work and rest, and create the time to be joyful, to be grateful for 2024, and bless my heart and make it into 2025. I just set the pace of how I want my 2025 to look like. So to me, the key thing this Christmas, this holiday season, is rest. Let me know what yours is. Are you looking to party? Is it food? Is it drink? Is it travel? What are you doing this Christmas season that you know is going to be memorable? Stay blessed, and I remain your one and only So Babes. Bye.